Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the press. As you are all aware of the situation that is happening in Khartoum, we felt it is important to update not only the media houses but the people of the Republic of South Sudan. We have been seeing a lot of posting on social media, which we felt is important to share with you the status as to how things stand today. Press statement by the Ministry of Petroleum on the impact of fighting in the Republic of Sudan on the oil field production and exportation activities in the Republic of South Sudan. It is by myself. The Ministry of Petroleum is equally and deeply concerned over the continuous military clashes between the Sudanese armed forces and rapid support forces in the Republic of the Sudan, and express our regret for the loss of life and injuries, including among civilians. We at the Ministry of Petroleum urge all the warring parties to immediately cease hostilities, restore calm, and are calling on all actors to return to dialogue to resolve the current crisis in the Sudan, which directly and equally affect the economy and social welfare of both our beloved countries, allow the flow of humanitarian assistance to the needy, and restore order, peace, and peaceful coexistence among all citizens of the country. 1. On behalf of the Ministry of Petroleum and on my own behalf, I would like to reaffirm to the general public and to all concerned citizens of the Republic of South Sudan that the current fighting in the Republic of the Sudan have mainly affected the logistics and transportation of the critical materials and equipment through Port Sudan to our oil fields in the Republic of South Sudan. 2. All our oil field facilities, such as pipelines, pumping stations, field processing facilities, field surface facilities, the export marine terminal in the Republic of the Sudan are well protected and safe from any damage. And we continue to produce and export an average of 169,140.81 barrels of crude oil per day from all our oil fields in the Republic of South Sudan as I speak to you now. I would like to emphasize a little bit here that a few days ago we reported 170, but you know it fluctuates. It does not stand in one place. So that's the reason you are seeing 169. But you have been seeing in social media pipeline that has been burned and the rest, there is nothing like such. 3. The Ministry of Petroleum, in collaboration with our investment partners, the management, and the technical team of all the joint operating companies, namely DPOC, GPOC, and SPOC, and our counterparts in the Republic of the Sudan, have already set up an emergency response team, ERT. This team is being guided by a well-defined and structured contingency plan that will proactively mitigate the severity of the impact of the fighting in the Sudan by rerouting all the logistics and transportation of all our critical materials, chemicals, and equipment through other safer routes. The current inventory of all critical materials, chemicals, and equipment in the oil fields are enough to sustain a smooth production and exportation activities of our crude oil for the next 3 months. And the established emergency response team are tirelessly working with all the stakeholders and their counterparts in the Republic of Sudan to ensure continuous production of crude oil in the Republic of South Sudan despite the ongoing fighting in the Republic of Sudan. The emergency response team are being guided by a well-defined and structured contingency plan that includes 1. Continuous communication and cooperation with the relevant authorities at the ports of Mombasa in Kenya and port of Djibouti in Djibouti to ensure timely clearance and transportation of all critical material, chemicals, and equipment borne for the oil fields activities in the Republic of the Sudan, if any, in those ports. What it means here is that we have been bringing some of our materials through those ports, and we keep in communication with them, and we would want them to clear as soon as possible if we have any in those fields, so that we continue with our operation in the oil fields. 2. Timely evacuation of all our personnel and assets based in the Republic of Sudan to a safer location if and when deemed necessary. You all know we deploy our personnel all the way to Port Sudan. We have people there. When it is necessary, we will inform the general public, and the government of the Republic of South Sudan will be in a position to evacuate them, because they are there on behalf of the government of the Republic of South Sudan. Proactive planning and procurement of all the critical material, chemicals and equipment and long lead items needed for the oil field activities in the Republic of South Sudan. 4. Continuous communication and cooperation with our counterparts and all the relevant institutions in the Republic of the Sudan to ensure continuous production and exportation activities of the crude oil from our oil fields in the Republic of South Sudan. 5. Close monitoring of all the inventories and material consumption to ensure a proper and proactive procurement planning, timely delivery of all critical material, chemical, and equipment to the oil field, which will ensure continuous crude oil production and exportation activities. 6. Close monitoring of the unfolding situation in the Republic of Sudan to better prepare and plan for any eventuality if deemed necessary and appropriate. 7. Continuous communication and updating the general public and the leadership of the country through the Office of the Honorable Minister of Petroleum on the impact of the fighting in the Sudan on the crude oil production and exportation activities in the Republic of South Sudan. Finally, we at the Ministry of Petroleum reiterate the stance of our government under His Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Sudan, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, that call for an immediate cessation of hostilities, commencement of dialogue between all the warring parties to bring this fighting to an immediate end, stop the suffering of the civil population through a peaceful means. We also reaffirm our strong commitment to the unity, sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of the Republic of the Sudan. Thank you very much, and may Almighty God bless you and protect the people of the Republic of the Sudan during this critical time in the history of their country. I thank you.